Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video I go over my eye and my lip look. I did my face beforehand as well as my eyebrows. If you want to learn how to get this look, then keep on watching. On my Facebook I asked what looks you guys wanted and they were actually pretty dramatic, so I'm going to do a dramatic one as well. But most of them, actually maybe all of them, had a winged liner. So I'm going to show you a little hack to get a straight line, because I know lots of people struggle with doing a winged liner and how to get it crisp and sharp. So I'll show you one of my hacks, as well as if you guys want to see a video strictly on showing you how to do a winged liner, I have a few little tips and tricks I could show you. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna put the Too Faced Shadow Insurance on my lids to prime. And again, primers will make your shadow last a lot longer, as well as make your shadows more pigmented and stop your shadows from creasing. So today I'm going to be using the Tartelette palette. And I'm just going to take the Free Spirit shade, and that's just a skin tone shade, and pack that all over my lid, all the way up to my brow bone. Now one thing is I've had a ton of requests for drugstore looks. And my previous video was a drugstore look, and I'm pressing this into my skin, don't wipe. So even if I don't use a drugstore product, you guys could use a drugstore dupe for whatever I'm using. I have a lot more of the mid to high end range of products, but I am going to be getting a lot more drugstore just to help you guys out and show you guys what I personally like out of the drugstore. But don't run out and just get this palette just because I'm using it. See what you have at home, and if it works, great. You don't have to have exactly what I use. So the reason why I did a skin tone shade over top of that was, for one, to cancel out any redness, any discoloration on my eyelids, as well as to make the shadows that I put on top more pigmented. If I were to have taken a darker shade and went straight onto my primer without setting it with the skin tone shade, it would have skipped along my eyelid and it wouldn't have blended out nice. So I'm taking the Force of Nature shades. So it's a mid-tone peachy beige shade. And I'm taking a crease brush or a blending brush, and I'm starting on the outside and I'm blending inwards. Now again, I go quite high up because I do have a hooded eyelid. So if I were to do it right in my crease and just strictly in there, you wouldn't see the shade at all. So I bring my shadows higher up. Now if you have a larger eyelid and it's not hooded, you could put it right in your crease. So I brought you guys in a little bit closer just so you can see more of what I'm doing. Oh, also, I'm using the NYX brow pencil today. I chose that over the Anastasia one, and I still love it. I'm gonna go in with Natural Beauty, and that is a mauvey purpley shade. And I'm gonna mix that with Dreamy, and that's a matte brown shade. So again, matte brown shadow from the drugstore, a mauvey purpley shade, mix them together. You don't need to get this palette. And I'm just going to press it on my outer lid, very lightly. I don't want that much payoff, just giving a little bit of definition. And I'm gonna go around and round it out onto the bottom lash line. I used to like a very harsh line underneath. Like that used to be the type of look I liked. I liked my big wing liner and then a harsh black line underneath. And that's definitely gone out of style. It's more the blended look that everyone's going for. Also, one other thing, I usually use a ring light and then 2 soft boxes to get good lighting. But today I have natural light. So my window's right behind my camera. So do you guys like the natural light, or do you like in my other videos the non-natural light? Let me know. The thing is, I usually record while my son is sleeping at night, so that's why I'm always recording at nighttime when I need my soft boxes. So now I'm taking this light baby pink shade, and this I'm not blending in, I'm pressing because I want it to be pigmented and I want the pigment to stay. So I'm pressing that onto the lid. The shade's just gonna really waken up your eyes. So now I'm taking that blending brush and blend out the edges. I literally live off coffee. I have this pigment from Inglot. It's the Body Pigment Powder in number 318. There it is on the back of my hand. Any pigment like this will do. MAC has a ton of pigment. I know NYX has a ton of pigments. So I'm spraying my brush with Fix Plus, pressing in the pigment, and this is just gonna make it more metallic and more pigmented. And press it on, oh, and make sure you dab off all the excess, and pressing this onto the lid. And once you wet a shadow, don't try and blend it out until it's completely dry, or it will get muddy and it will not blend out nicely. This would be a really nice spring summer look as well. So to blend those shades together, I'm going to take Natural Beauty and press that on the edge where the shimmery shadow and the matte shadow meet. I'm just going to take more of a detailed brush and mix that dark brown and that mauve together and just blend that a tiny bit under the lash line. Not much, just to give a little bit of definition. Just so when we have that wing liner, it kind of balances itself out so it's not really harsh on the top and then very natural on the bottom. I mean, it is really natural on the bottom, but at least there's something there. Okay, so now you take Scotch tape. I know it's weird. Take a piece and put it on the back of your hand to get most of the residue and the stickiness off. And take it off your hand and place it on, we're going to place it on our eye and use it as a stencil. So the reason why I'm showing this is because winged liner can be hard for beginners. So this is how I started off doing my wing liner on myself. And then I just got good at it and so I didn't need it anymore. So I'm going to place it where I want my wing to be and it's going to give me a really straight edge. So how I do it is I look at my bottom lash line and that's where my line will connect. So you want to do both sides of the tape at the same time because you will get two different wings and they will be wonky if you don't. So taking that initial residue off, placing your tape and pressing it in. Now, if you have sensitive eyes, be very careful. When you're pulling this off, be very careful. Just lightly do it. Don't let it tug at your skin. I don't find it bothers me, but if you have sensitivities, I wouldn't try it. I'm taking my NYX Matte Black liquid eyeliner, and I'm starting on my wing. And I don't want a large wing because I said I want it to be a little bit more natural. So I'm going right up against that tape. And I'll finish the rest of it at the end, but I just do the initial wing on the tape. And also if you take the tape off and you notice that, oh, it's a little bit different, you can go back with a Q-tip and fix it. So just added a little bit more. I just held my skin and pulling it off. And so there's the perfect wing. And if some just comes, because if you have watery eyes, I have watery eyes, it came a little bit underneath, like just that little bit of a dot, you can just take a Q-tip and wipe that completely off. And they are pretty much the same on both sides. So as you can see, it brought off a little bit of my powder. So you can do that before you do your foundation and your powder and everything. I'll just go back with the brush and add more blush. Okay, so we're gonna finish off the rest of the eye. I'm just doing what I consider a thin line all the way across. And don't forget your top waterline. Okay, so now going in with a white pencil. This is from MAC, it's the Fascinating Eye Pencil. And I'm putting white eyeliner in the inner rim of my eye. So you can use a white, a cream color, or like a light pink. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make the whites of your eyes look whiter, as well as it's gonna make your eyes look a lot bigger. So now we're gonna move on to lashes. I have a whole video dedicated all towards lashes, so I'm not gonna put this in my video, but I'm gonna be using the Lilly lashes in Miami. So I noticed I wanted to brighten up my eyes a little bit more, so I'm taking a Q-tip and a little bit of like a champagne shadow, and I'm just putting that on my tear duct area. And when I do the inner tear duct area, I always blend it up into my other shadows, like that. So I'm taking my lip pencil from MAC, it's Subculture. I'm just gonna line and fill in my lips. So I'm gonna use the shade Hue from MAC, It's a nudie pink color, but I don't want it like super pigmented. I want it like kind of pouty, but very soft. So I'm pressing it into my lip with my finger. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make it melt into your lips because the heat of my finger. So as you can see, it's really soft. I was gonna add a lip gloss, but I'm kind of liking that. Okay, maybe I'll add a little bit of lip gloss. So I'm taking MAC's Oyster Girl. This is seriously the best lip gloss. So if you put something shiny on the center, it draws attention to the center and makes your lips look bigger. If you can see. Okay, everyone, that's the end of this video. So it was just a super easy eye and lip look. Face, let me know if you want me to do a foundation routine. I can totally do that, as well as an eyebrow routine, or if you want some more hacks for your winged liner, I would be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comment section. So my social media links I'll put on this screen, as well as in the description bar, as well as all products I used, even the products that I have on my face and on my eyebrows that weren't in this video, just so you guys know, because I do get a ton of questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!